The licensure examination for teachers or LET is fast approaching, and that is why I am making this video to share tips on how to pass the LET in one take. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Teacher Jolly here. And before we proceed, I'd like to make a shout out to Jessamay and Pamela Kate Vlogs, Arian Malinaw, Lady Rose Villarba, and to B Bang. And also I'd like to make a shout out para sa aking first 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. So if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing, parang awa nyo na. And like and watch my videos as well, and hit that notification bell for you to be notified every time I upload a new video for you. Thank you so much. And para po muna sa mga disclaimer, you might be saying, am I credible to make this video? Do I deserve to make this video? Well, tama nga naman kayo to question that, because first, I have to mention this. First, I am not a top-notcher of the LET board exam. But my passing rate ay hindi naman po pasang-awa, though my final rating is not that high to be top-notcher. Second, I did not graduate with a Latin honors. Hindi po ako naging cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. Wala pa akong Latin honors. But, hindi naman po sa pagmamayabang, almost po akong naging magna. Almost lang ha, muntik na sana. Magna 9 years po sa college kasi 7 years po akong nakapagtapos ng college due to many reasons. So, I transferred from Mindanao State University to Senator Nino Aquino College Foundation. I shifted from BS Ed English to BE Ed. Marami pa. I dropped my mathematics subjects. I failed. So, another reason, another question why am I making this video. Another one is that I did not receive any academic recognition since kindergarten up to college. So, wala po akong na-receive na mga ganon. So, if you're watching this video because you want to top the LET, well, this video is not for you. But if you are just an ordinary person like me, whose only goal is to pass the licensure examination, then this video is for you. So keep on watching till the end. So here we go. These are my 5 tips to pass the LET in one take. And since my name is Jolly and I am making these tips for you, let's do it the Jolly way. First, letter J, as in just keep on reading. So I really suggest that we keep on reading because masyado pong marami yung possible question sa exam. Sa Gen Ed pa lang mahihirapan na tayo. It's consisting all of the subjects na pinag-aralan natin sa school. Merong science, Filipino, English, history. So it is important that we keep on reading, that we make a study habit. And we should read not less than 2 hours a day and not more than 5 hours a day. So if we are enrolled in a review center, that's good. That will be a very big help. But if you are just self-reviewing, it is very advisable that we make a study habit. So, kasi nga napakarami. If you are a BE Ed graduate, 40% for the general education, 60% for the Prof Ed, and if you are a secondary graduate, that's 30% for the Gen Ed, 40% for the Prof Ed, and the remaining 30% is for your major. So yun, masyadong marami yung dapat nating pag-aralan. So hindi dito pwede yung tutulog-tulog tayo, bes. Kung gusto mong pumasa, gising. Buhayin mo yung mga parte ng utak mo na natutulog na. At sa mga parte ng utak mo na namayapa na, nako, RIP po. So going back, yun nga, or not less than 2 hours kasi nga masyado tayong maraming dapat pag-aralan, and hindi lang dapat natin ito binabasa once. Binabasa natin ito dapat ng paulit-ulit because we have to master it for the examination period. And then, Not more than 5 hours naman po. Kasi pag more than 5 hours na, parang hindi na siya ganun ka-effective, or yung parang retention natin sa pinag-aaralan natin, hindi na siya ganun ka-effective. So there. So my tip number 1 is just keep on reading. Just read, read, and read. Second is letter O. O as in overcome your weaknesses. Well, as I mentioned earlier nga na dinadrop ko yung aking mga mathematics subjects. So, it's very obvious that my weakness, or one of my weaknesses, is the mathematics subject, or subjects na merong solving. Katulad sa Prof Ed, meron po tayong solving doon. So, we have to overcome it kasi hindi naman pwedeng i-remove yun sa let. So, nandun talaga yun, part talaga siya ng examination. So, alangan naman si PRC ang mag-adjust para sa'yo, di ba, Bes? So, you have to overcome your weakness. So, what I did is, pinag-aralan ko muna yung aking mga favorite subjects, like English or Prof Ed, kasi doon ako mataas sa Prof Ed. So, pinag-aralan ko muna siya before ako nag-focus doon sa aking weakness. So, nag-focus talaga ako sa mathematics. Like, yung 2 hours or more na pagre-review ko ay nakafocus doon sa aking weakness, which is mathematics. So, always, everyday, yun, paulit-ulit kong minamaster yung mga calculator techniques na tinuro nga ng review center. But if you are not enrolled in a review center, yung mano-mano na solving process natin sa pag-solve ng mga mathematical problems will actually do. But yun nga, if you are enrolled in the review center, mas madali kasi yung tinuturo din nila ay strategy, at the same time, yung calculator technique para mas mabilis mong makuha yung tamang sagot. But it's totally fine if you're not enrolled in a review center. So there, you have to overcome your weaknesses. Maliban dyan sa mathematics, minsan yung iba sa English, lalo na doon sa reading comprehension, like kailangan mo magbasa ng tula, kailangan mo magbasa ng short story, and then iisang question lang siya, di ba? So masyadong mahirap yung retention natin, tinitest doon, at saka yung comprehension natin. So if that is your weakness, you have to overcome that by focusing on that particular subject. And meron din iba, yung parang nagiging weakness nila during exam, yung namamawis ang kamay. Nagiging basa yung kamay nila dahil sa pawis during the examination. So, one tip na tinuro sa akin, pero hindi naman po basa ang kamay ko kapag nag-exam ako. One tip na itinuro po sa akin ay magdala po ng alcohol, and then, pag feeling mo, medyo nababasa na yung kamay mo, gumamit ka ng alcohol, and then punasan mo siya ng panyo, and then go back to answering. Kasi it's very important, baka mabasa yung ating answer sheet. So baka hindi mabasa ng machine, kasi nga diba machine yung nag-check. So there, my second tip is overcome your weaknesses. So kung saan yung mahina ka, hindi mo siya dapat pabayaan. Dapat doon ka mas mag-focus. Then focusing on your strength, kasi nga strength mo na yon. So doon ka sa weakness mo na subject, doon ka dapat mag-focus, doon ka pa mas mag-study. Next is very easy, but it will be very challenging for some of us. L as in learn to sacrifice your time. So kaya nga tayo nagre-review, di ba? We are studying ng paulit-ulit, we spend hours every day, several hours every day for us to pass the examination. So we really have to sacrifice our time kasi minsan nandyan yung friends natin inviting us to go to this, to go to that, to do this and to do that. So we really have to sacrifice our time, and it's very important. Isa ito sa mga indication that you really have the determination to pass the examination if you learn to sacrifice your time. Kasi yung barkada, andyan lang naman yan sila most of the time. And as friends, hindi dapat na sila yung nagiging parang bad influence or nagiging hindrance para sa ating mga dreams. Sa sa ating mga, yun nga, sa pag-take natin ng board exam. Kasi, why take another exam, right? Kung kaya mo namang ipasa ngayon. So, sacrifice your time for now. And, when you pass it, then you have all the time to make the gala-gala, ganon, pasyal-pasyal. So, you really have to sacrifice your time. And, when I say sacrifice, hindi naman yung time na parang inaantok ka na or pagod ka na, you will keep on reading. So, hindi na po maganda yon. So, we really have to find the most precious time every day, or parang the time that we are parang feeling natin comfortable tayo, at saka parang nagwo-work talaga yung utak natin during that time. 'Di ba yung iba nga, they are doing it madaling araw or late at night, or there, depende sa yung strategy, but you really have to sacrifice your time. Okay, next is another L. L as in look for the purpose. So you have to ask yourself, what is the purpose? Why am I taking this exam? Bakit ba ako mag-e-exam? Para saan ba ito? Or para kanino ba ito? So you really have to look for a purpose. So I'd like to share a Bible verse with you. It's in Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I have the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." So there we can see that God has really planned for us. So the same thing, we should ask ourselves, what is the purpose of this? Bakit pa tayo mag-e-exam? Kasi kung para sa wala lang naman, bakit pa tayo mag-e-exam? We're just wasting. Why would we waste our time, our money, our effort kung para sa wala lang naman itong exam na ito? So there, second tip is to look for the purpose of why you are taking the examination. So for me, my purpose of passing the exam is of course to have a regular job, kasi it's a prerequisite when you apply to the Department of Education. If you want to have a permanent position, you should be a LET passer. So that is a primary requirement. And last but definitely not the least, why, as in you should believe. So as the examinee, you should believe, you should claim it that you will pass the examination. You should be the first person to believe in yourself that you can do it. It's very important. It's like a motivation for yourself that you will really do it. You have to believe yourself. Kasi minsan, tayo pa yung parang nagiging negative na, bahala na kung ano yung result, bahala na kung papasa o hindi. So, hindi pwedeng ganon, or hindi ba ganda yun? Dapat tayo mismo naniniwala sa sarili natin that we can do it. And above all, you should believe in God. So, it is very important that we have strong faith, especially during the examination. It is important to keep on reading, but it's also important to keep on praying, because the Almighty God is the author of our life, and it is important that we commit everything unto Him. So if this is not the time for us, then we cannot question that, but we should believe that everything's really happened for a reason. So there, we should pray and believe ourselves. Yun nga, sabi sa kasabihan, nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa, and God will really give it to us if we deserve this, and if it's according to His will. And please, if you will not pass this time, do not be discouraged. Kaya nga nagbibigay tayo ng second chance sa iba, diba? Sa mga love life, ganun. So why don't you give yourself a second chance as well? But pretty sure if you have studied very well, you have sacrificed your time, you did your best to overcome your weaknesses, then there is no reason for you not to pass the examination. But again, if you will not pass it, do not be discouraged. So those are my 5 tips. Let me just make a recap. J as in just keep on reading. Read, and read. O as in overcome your weaknesses. L as in learn to sacrifice your time. Another L as in look for the purpose of why you are taking the examination. And Y is that you should believe in yourself and to God. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for being with me on this video. And I wish that all the examinees or the examinees taking the licensure examination 2019 will pass. God bless you all, and thank you so much. Bye.